Well, U.S. farmers are facing challenges of a different kind as the agriculture industry evolves. The future for many small independent farms is uncertain, with a shortage of willing heirs to take over family businesses. CCTV's Rosa Kazan reports from Illinois.
Lynn Werfel has been farming his whole life. And before that, 3 previous generations of Werfels worked this land. But now, for the first time in over a century, no family member wants to take over.
Most likely, we'll turn the land over to one of our neighbors. Neighboring farm families have sons who are keenly interested in farming, and they all keep a really sharp eye on me.
Werfel, now 75, says his own 5 children, who all found jobs off the farm, witnessed the farm crisis of the 1980s, when low commodity prices and high interest rates drove thousands of farms to bankruptcy.
For the farmers who went out of business, who lost their business, lost everything except their life, that was really hard. And my kids picked up on that. And they decided they didn't really want to work 20 years and then start over.
It's a dilemma facing many small family-owned farms. To keep the younger generations involved, some must look for ways to expand or diversify. Like the Kilgus Farmstead in Illinois, a small dairy farm, they also raised corn and soybeans. But they were too small to support several generations. So when Matt Kilgus's cousin said they too wanted to farm, decisions had to be made.
We weren't interested in milking 500 cows or becoming, a huge dairy farm. And so we started looking around, and we realized that in Illinois there was no one else doing a farmstead bottled milk.
Kilgus says building their own bottling facility and adding goats to the operations helped create more income. No longer dependent on grain price fluctuations, the farm now supports 5 families and employs 3 full-time workers. But many farmers still face a shaky future. Experts say making a profit for a small family-owned farm in the United States can now be a struggle. While commodity prices have dropped, the cost of inputs like land, machinery, and fertilizer have remained high. The vice president of the Illinois Farm Bureau says access to financing is key to attracting young people to farming.
Today, financing is not as big a problem. Interest rates are much lower. But the cost of everything to get started is much more expensive. Machinery is more expensive. Land, if you want to try to purchase some, is definitely more expensive than it was 30 years ago.
As for Lynn Werfel, he still hopes, if not his kids, one of his 6 grandchildren will come back to the family farm. Rosa Kazan, CCTV, Tolono, Illinois.